The terror attacks on the World Trade Center paralyzed New York and brought life to a standstill across America. Manhattan was sealed off minutes after the attacks on the Twin Towers. Tunnels and bridges closed, subway and commuter rail service suspended. Hundreds of thousands of people staggering out of the financial district on foot, on highways usually clogged with cars. Many scrambled to call loved ones only to find payphones and cell phones rendered useless. The World Trade Center was a major hub of telecom equipment, and call volumes swamped phone networks. Manhattan supermarkets were jammed and long lines formed at cash machines. New York City police precincts were sealed off, and an urgent plea for blood was issued as hospitals throughout the metropolitan area were pressed into service.
Right now, at last count, we were utilizing over 50. I think it'll be over 100 and that was as of a half hour ago. And we're utilizing all of the hospitals in New York City. We're utilizing the hospitals in Westchester and Rockland, Nassau County, northern New Jersey.
For the first time in United States history, airports across the country were shut down, and they'll stay that way until at least noon on Wednesday.
The Federal Aviation Administration ordered all airports closed, and all planes which were in the air were directed to land at the nearest airport. Transportation Secretary Mineta has directed the Federal Aviation Administration to suspend operations until at least noon tomorrow.
Amtrak canceled train service between New York and Boston. Greyhound canceled a big chunk of its service as well. Government buildings and businesses across the country were evacuated. Security tightened along the U.S. border with Mexico and Canada. NASA shut its centers down, and even some offshore oil drilling in the Gulf of Mexico is suspended. Stock trading was canceled, and financial markets will be closed all day Wednesday. Major League Baseball canceled its schedule for the first time since FDR's death in 1945, and for only the fourth time in its history. The NFL is considering canceling Sunday's games. Across the U.S., tourist attractions and landmarks shut down. Disneyland, Disney World, and Seattle's Space Needle among them. Back in New York, the mayoral primary election was also canceled. Greg Clarkin, CNN, New York.